What's good, YouTube? So, I understand that lots of you guys were dissatisfied with my mod selections for last week. I want to apologize. Unfortunately, we can't always have unique, original, value-creating, lore-friendly mods every single week. I wish that were the case. You know, if I was Martin Luther King right now, I would be giving the speech like, I have a dream that one day, you know, there will be an amazing lore-friendly mod out every single week. I don't know where I'm going with this. And to the minority of haters or whatever, I'm sorry to let you all know that unfortunately, you can't tell me what to feature on this show. Unless, of course, you put a gun to my face, then you can tell me what to feature. But until you find a way to get a gun to my face, I'm sorry to let you know that you can't tell me what to do. And to all my supporters, I will tell you this. I do spend quite a bit of time and pretty much 100% of my efforts in, trying my absolute best to choose the right mods. So, are you tired of all of your followers being hot and sexy and cool looking? No? Oh, well shit. This is awkward. This is Strange Followers by HKTT. That's right, ladies and gents, followers that were not meant to be aesthetic. So usually at this point I would be all like, oh man, look at her, 10 out of 10, would bang. If I said that here, I would probably be classified as some sort of grandma violator. So this mod adds 3 very interesting followers to the Drunken Huntsman. The first one is Shige. She's the type of grandma that looks like she's about to open a can of whoop ass all up in this bitch. Okay. No, but seriously, Granny here looks like she can kick some serious ass. Then we have Mitsuo, a tall, lanky mofo, and he is just absolutely fabulous. And then we have Osan, and this guy has clearly been making all kinds of belly gains. All kinds. I don't know what it is with this guy, man, but whenever I look at him, I just get this big old smile on my face, and he just makes me happy. Maybe it's because he just looks like he enjoys life so much. And then we have Mira, and wow, look at her, just absolutely hideous. Ugh. Just look at those eyes. I mean, oh, wait a minute. Oh, never mind. She's actually pretty fucking hot. No, this is Mira. She's actually not part of the Strange Followers. And I believe she is the highest endorsed follower for this month. But let's be honest, I don't even know who's more fabulous here. I'm leaning towards Mitsuo. This guy is just always looking fabulous. Maybe he was born with it. Maybe it was Maybelline. So yeah, it was a breath of fresh air seeing followers that were not meant to be aesthetic. Hopefully. So I don't know about you guys, but as a child, I always had a pirate fetish, like a pirate video game fancy. So I was absolutely delighted when I heard of the mod Pirates of Skyrim. So this is an expansion of the mod the Northern Cardinal, a boat player home that I featured a while ago. Pino, I can use someone like you on my ship. Want to join the crew? Doge, you could be a sea dog. Get it?
Right behind you.
That's kind of creepy, and you can come too, Jessica. So once you've invited 3 people to your crew, you can now set sail to the Sea of Ghosts and embark on a randomly generated pirate's adventure unlike any other you've ever experienced. So on the Sea of Ghosts, you will always park on top of some booty, but occasionally you will also find a shipwreck or 2 in which you could loot some more booty. If simply looting some booty from the bottom of the sea isn't enough for your pirate desires, then you could also check the telescopes on your ship to find different vessels around the area that you might consider invading for more booty. Now, Pino, I wouldn't ask you if I didn't think you wouldn't be able to handle it. Wait a minute, did that make any sense? I want you to be a part of the boarding squad. Good. He's growing up so fast. So, there are a ton of different types of vessels sailing the Sea of Ghosts, such as Imperials, Stormcloaks, Pirates, Traders. Since Pino has been assigned to the front lines of the boarding crew, Pino will be leading the charge today. Seems like he's doing just fine. So each ship you attack will essentially contain a bunch of archers, bunch of footmen, and a captain or 2. People who you do not assign to the boarding crew will essentially stay on your ship and try to snipe them with their bow and arrow. You can place down planks to board the enemy ship. Now, I actually really appreciate the variety of ships he's provided here. Each enemy ship is built differently. They each feel differently, so it doesn't feel like you're doing the same thing over and over again. Archers are positioned differently. There are different captains. Sometimes they'll be inside the captain's cabin. And the loot always changes as well. For example, a trader ship might have either fine furs, fine carpets, or maybe even rum. And not only do you get material possessions, sometimes you might also find more interesting things, like an alchemist that was captured by the pirates. After freeing him, he was able to join my crew, and then I was able to have an alchemist on board in the Northern Cardinal to supply my crew with potions. And not only is the cargo that you loot worth a lot of gold, but you could also upgrade your captain's cabin to include a trophy room in which you could craft different displays with the cargo that you've looted to show off your magnificent plunder and feel like an accomplished pirate. Now you might be wondering, isn't this a cheap and unfair way to just make massive amounts of gold? Well, you'd be goddamn correct. Except that there is also a morale system, and this means you don't have unlimited trips to the Sea of Ghosts. Your crew will only set sail with you if you give them some of the profits. Fortunately, there is an option to just give your crew rum, because fucking pirates love rum. So when you loot it off trips, think of it as more free trips back to the Sea of Ghosts for more booty. So overall guys, this is an immensely fun mod, and you can probably set sail for quite a many times before it starts getting repetitive. There's enough variety and randomly generated events to make it interesting, along with of course the achievement room. So overall guys, this makes the Northern Cardinal even better of a player home than it was already, and there's no doubt in my mind that my pirate cravings in Skyrim has been completely fulfilled. But he does plan on making more updates if this mod gets more attention, so go show him some love. If there was any one item in all of Skyrim that you would want retextured, what would it be? Wait, don't tell me, I know the answer. It's cabbages. This is immersive, lore-friendly cabbages. There's no denying the love of cabbages we Skyrim players possess. Whether it be murdering people with deadly cabbages, or dedicating entire photo shoots to the love of cabbage, there's no denying that the cabbage is a staple in every Skyrim player's playthrough, and it would be a sin not to download this okay, I'm being over dramatic here. There's definitely a noticeable improvement here. The cabbages are incredibly, hella vascular, right? That vascularity though. This retexture, it's clean. It's clean. I mean, just look at those balls of cabbage. So vascular and round. You can just see the joy in Doge's face as he's bathing in this beautiful cabbage goodness. This retexture is so immersive and lore-friendly that Tiber Septim once had sex with this cabbage during the Great War when there were no women around. I'm a lore expert, guys. Don't worry, I know my shit. I was downloading random cabbage mods, like every single cabbage mod I could find in the Nexus, and I ended up with something called a cabbage butt plug in my game. I don't even want to know. So we are back in the Temple of Talos, and this could only mean one thing. That's right, another member of the Animal Kingdom category of ethnicities of Skyrim are about to be retextured, and this time it's not the kitty cats, it's the lizards. This is the feminine Argonian retexture. So this mod comes in two variants, the chameleon version, which is the more colorful version that I'm using now, and the lizard version, which is the less colorful, more vanilla type retexture. Personally, I'm a big fan of the chameleon. I mean, the colors are just unbelievable. Just go through, your show race menu. He's essentially turned the Forgotten Race into just a beautiful palette of vibrant colors. If Argonians look like this in the vanilla game, hands down, Argonians would be the most aesthetic race. Bethesda takes some notes here. This should be what the Argonians look like in the next Elder Scrolls. There are nipples again. At least it's only 2 nipples and not 6 nipples, because, well, do lizards have nipples or no? Alright, so just googled it, learn something new every day. Reptiles do not indeed have nipples. It is an asinine assumption. Look at that, big words. So, since the Khajiit had this realistic option of 6 nipples, because cats have that many, he should have included a realistic option here for real reptiles that don't have any nipples. Am I right here? Anyone with me or no? What's that? The more nipples, the better? Oh, okay. And if you're scaly, get it? Because cats have furs, so they're called furries. Argonians have scales, so they should be called scales. Then you should put on the austere maid outfit and reenact the lusty Argonian maid. You know what I'm saying? So are you tired of fighting the same old dragons over and over again? In the vanilla game, you pretty much fight the same old dragons until like you're level 50, and then you get like ancient dragons, which isn't even that much of a difference. Well, this next mod scraps the whole dragon system to include 45 new dragons. This is the Elemental Dragons mod. So now with this mod, on every single 5 levels, you'll get a new set of 4 different dragons to battle. And these dragons aren't going to be boring either. They're all going to have their own special abilities. abilities. Some of them will even look very different as well. For example, the fat dragons, which you can encounter at level 10. These guys drop giant water bombs everywhere. This mod also changes the game so that dragons cannot kill NPCs except for children and animals. Yeah, they're dead. And NPCs cannot kill dragons. Even though it looks like these guys are getting wrecked by the dragons, well, actually they are. There's like amplified ragdolling here. With this mod on, dragons pretty much be like, bitch, move aside, I'm here for the Dragonborn. And then they just like flick everybody aside and come to you. Since you're the Dragonborn, you know, you don't get flicked aside from any of the moves. So yes, this mod will basically make sure that each fight is going to be a 1 vs 1. Everybody fuck out the way. These dragons also have the ability to change the weather. Most of them will just make it rain and storm. Others will actually do special things, like Apocrypha Dragon will make the sky turn into Apocrypha. Now the Inferno Dragon will make the sky look like an Oblivion Gate just opened. The Skull Dragon can summon undead giants. The Apocrypha Dragon can summon Apocrypha creatures. Each dragon fight is going to be unique and epic, guaranteed. And it won't ever get boring because you'll get new dragons every 5 levels. This mod is just great. And that is it for this week, guys. Hope you enjoyed all the mods featured in this episode. Hit that like button if you did, and subscribe for all the best Skyrim mods every single week. Thank you guys so much for watching. Peace!